Chiefs Kingdom, if you are ready for week 1 of the season, and if you're tired of this preseason nonsense, just like the video. Let's get 500 plus likes on today's show. Yes, we're going to watch the final preseason game. Yes, we're going to have a watch party, but we're all ready for week 1. So hit that thumbs up icon if you agree with me. Welcome into the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham, and on today's show, we got some news to get to, including roster cuts that have been made. But first, get to some injury notes here. Blake Bell, hip surgery, not ideal, as Andy Reid and the Chiefs announced that earlier today. Shout out Pete Sweeney with the tweet there. Andy Reid said, "We'll see when it comes to the possibility of placing the Belldozer on injured reserve. For now, he is not, because the Chiefs did make their roster moves today to trim down to 80 players, but definitely could end up on IR at some point, whether it's before next Tuesday's roster cuts or whether it's carrying him through the 53 and then placing him on IR with hopes of him returning. Doesn't sound like his return is imminent, so he could be out for a while." Here's more from Andy Reid per Herbie Teope, talking about Blake Bell. Also said JuJu Smith-Schuster, Carlos Dunlap, Rashad Fenton, Derrick Gore, which we found out more about Derrick Gore, will not play in the preseason finale. Stay tuned on an injury update for Gore later on in the show. Quite frankly, I expect mostly backups. Maybe Mahomes gets a series or so, but I've seen enough from the starters. They've looked really sharp in the preseason. I think the Chiefs are going to play pissed off this year and play at a very, very high level, to be quite frank. So I don't need to see any of the key guys in the final preseason game, so I'm not worried about JuJu and Dunlap and these vets who have been around for missing out this final game. Now, what do you think about this? Should starters play on Thursday night against the Packers, which, by the way, Green Bay is not going to be playing their key guys? Type Y for yes, type in for no. I say probably not. Let's just play it safe here. But get your votes in down in the comment section of this video. Y for yes and for no. Should the starters play on Thursday night? All right, the Chiefs have released 3 players and placed 2 on the PUP list to start the season. So that is where we will go to here on today's show. Here are the roster cuts. They actually came in yesterday, but we waited to see if there were more. And there were more moves, but these were the roster cuts. David Steinmetz, the offensive lineman, Brandin Dandridge, and Nasir Greer. Quite frankly, the 3 players I know the least about, and the 3 players you probably know the least about getting cut here. No real surprises, right? None of these players were threats to make the roster. Quite frankly, I didn't hear any of those names during camp or in the preseason. So not a big surprise that Kansas City cut those 3 players. What we were waiting for is, what will the other 2 moves be? How will they get from 82 down to 80 players? We'll explore that here in just a little bit. Support the show here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We'll be live for a watch party on Thursday night, regardless of who's playing for the Chiefs. We'll break it down. Chiefs versus Packers should be a fun night here on Thursday. We'll also be live for it on Rumble, rumble.com/ChiefsTV. We publish all of our videos on both video platforms, trying to get to 32,000 subs on YouTube, trying to get to 5,000 followers on Rumble. Help us out. Follow us on Rumble, rumble.com/ChiefsTV. Sub on YouTube, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Daily Chiefs videos coming at you from me, your boy, Harrison Graham. All right, the other 2 roster moves. Pair of players going onto the PUP list. Derrick Gore to the PUP list with an injury, which means it clears up a roster spot for now. They don't have to cut him and risk another team picking him up. He will miss the first 4 weeks of the season. I like Derrick Gore. I'm glad that for now he'll stay in the fold, and then, after week 4, we'll see if they activate him, if they place him on IR at that point, but this gives them some time, and I think we saw it coming for sure with Lucas Niang, who's been on the training camp PUP, but now that he's on the PUP list into the regular season, that means he'll miss the first 4 weeks. Both of these guys will miss the first 4 weeks. So in Gore's case, you're pretty deep at running back right now. You've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jarrett McKinnon, and Isaiah Pacheco. You still have Ronald Jones as well. So plenty of running backs. No worries there with Gore out. Right tackle, I expect Andrew Wiley to be the guy to start the year, and hopefully Niang gets healthy at some point, but torn patellar tendon he's recovering from. That could be a tough one to come back from this year. We'll see if and when he is able to get healthy. Now, which player gets cut next? Just 3 cuts this week, but you got to go from 80 to 53 next week, so a lot of maneuvering between this exact moment and next Tuesday at 3 o'clock Central. We'll see some final evaluations, I would imagine, in this Chiefs preseason game on Thursday. I expect some roster bubble guys to play quite a bit. But who do you guys think? Who's a notable player that you think could get cut next? Let me know down in the comments. All right, 10 players on the roster bubble, 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Rashad Fenton, I think he's on the inside looking out. I think he's safe-ish. But, you're talking about wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6 type of stuff with him. Certainly a good performance on Thursday would help the cause. Josh Gordon, I don't see it. I don't see him making the team, but he's survived this long. Maybe the Chiefs still see something there that the rest of us don't. We shall see. Now, with Derrick Gore being placed on the PUP, could Ronald Jones make the roster? I still think he's on the outside looking in, but maybe, just maybe, he survives and sneaks on to the 53 as an RB4. We'll see. I imagine he'll probably get a decent amount of playing time in this finale here against Green Bay, so keep an eye for him on Thursday night. Shane Buechele, I would start him this game and play him the whole way and say, hey, if you play really well, you've got a good shot to make the team. If not, going to get cut, probably go to the practice squad. So I think he is firmly on the bubble. He's probably around player 55 right now. Can he get up to the 53? We shall see. Roderick Johnson, I think Jaron Christian is safe. Can Johnson also make the team? I think with Niang on PUP, that gives him a chance. We'll see how he plays this week. All right, some defensive players here on the roster bubble. Joshua Kendo hasn't shown much, but he was a 5th-round pick last year with the Chiefs being inclined to keep him. I'd like to see him do something on Thursday. Watch him. Malik Herring, I think, could be ahead of Kendo right now, so we'll see what he's able to do. Taylor Stallworth, who I think was brought in to make this football team as a defensive tackle, but Kalen Saunders has outplayed him. I think Saunders is safe. Can Stallworth make it as well? That defensive tackle unit all of a sudden getting pretty stacked there. Jermaine Carter at linebacker. Can he make the squad? I got him as linebacker 6 right now behind Darius Harris, who's a core special teamer. I don't know. Chris Lamons, I think he's safe because he's a really good special teams player. I think he's CB6. I think they'll carry 6 and he'll make it, but another good performance certainly would help him out as well. Spot's definitely up for grabs, guys. I don't think the Chiefs know their final 53 yet. I'm guessing they got about 50 locked down with 2, 3, 4 spots still to figure out between now and next Tuesday. So buckle up, lock in, and we'll see who ends up making the 53. All right, appreciate everybody for sticking with us throughout today's show. Real One roll call time. Comment Real One down below if you made it to this point in the video, because if you're a real one, I'm a real one. If you're a real one, that means you watch all of our shows and make it to the end. So type Real One if you made it this far, and we'll see you next time.